Big up to the peeps on WhatsApp right now. WhatsApp family selector Kishima. I am waiting for Charlie Black. I am at the Sandals Rivera. I am a Hawkeye security. Big up yourself, you know. Big up to all our security guards right across the island right now. Make sure you're staying safe, you know. Make sure the immune system in tip-top shape, you know. Because me I tell you no, I'm gonna work some hours. Jeez.
Still, yes, I know enough. Me never John Josh Plus, and me still a suffer. Anybody want me my one Charlie Black a go for car. Me never get nothing easy. Me have to just laugh. Me everything just believe. Me have to Sophia Taran in the house. I'm an arm and nobody makes me know. If me no rich this year, next year I pass. Got my barn as a hustler. If me no rich this year, next year me have to step up me hustler. If me no rich this year, next year I pass. Got my barn as a hustler. The fashion production. I gave my brother got a low and give me nada. Goddamn thing, but it don't matter. Well, I'm getting my house alone. I blow that what I've done. I can't believe it's not butter. It ain't easy in the streets. I came from the. I'm a Jamaican. I am a Jamaican. No Jamaican. I am a Jamaican. And I am it. Black boy and green. I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, and I am the black boy and green.
And we know Charlie Black always reps Jamaica, always proud, always have something Jamaican tied around his head, whether it is a handkerchief bearing the black, gold and green. You can tell so this Trelawney man well proud for no same come from yard, always represent yard anywhere I'm there.
Black boy and green. I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a
Big up to Samakan locked in.
Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, and I am.
Big up to Fully Auto HQ from Lane Pass, DJ Gaza Wayne locked in.
I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, and I am the black boy and green.
Big up to Andre from Guardsman Security Company. Andre, so look here, Kishima, mark my present there now. Mark my present for the easy skanking. I'm waiting for Charlie Black.
I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, man I am.
Special big up to the peeps locked in right now in Trelawney. Rio Bueno Trelawney, massive locked in right now. It's the easy skanking on your 107s.
I am a Jamaican, man I am the black, gold and green. I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, man I am the black, gold and green. I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, man I am the black, gold and green. I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, and I am the black, gold and green. I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, and I am the black, gold and green. I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, man I am the.
It is 12:30 in the eye. You know what time it is.
I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, man I am the black, gold and green. I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, man I am the black, gold and green. I'm on the X, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, no Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, man I am the black, gold.
Don't forget that Road to Success Season 3. Road to Success, The Journey. It's a feature inside the Easy Skanking that is geared to inspire, uplift, educate, motivate, and entertain. Today on the Road to Success, 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m., we will journey with diamond selling recording artist Charlie Black.
I am a Jamaican, and I am the black, gold, and green. I'm on the exchange, white feet, Canada, when they got a Uno in a Versace, then I must Louis Vuitton. Me never ever dirty me cars, I know so me bad. Every day you hold me go on, me never clean out. Every day, every day, every day. I grade in a house, every day. Every day, I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, proud Jamaican, I am a Jamaican, and I am the black, gold, and green. I'm on the exchange, white Phoenix, Canada, when me got on, Uno in a Versace, then I must Louis Vuitton. Me never ever dirty because I know so me bad. Every girl love how me go on, me ever clean out, every day.
The hour 12 to 1 p.m. inside the Easy Skanking is brought to you by Coca-Cola Golden Caps.
Every day, me just fire can speak, them need on my feet. Don't you see that I tweet, call us there and up. Drinking Guinness and Hennessy. Every day. Fish us up is a part of the culture. Everybody trash. Roll up the pants, put them on me head, me leave me heart. Coach shades up on my face, my God, Jamaica sun hard. Dance all reggae music, how we that. Everybody love the vibes and the accent how we chant. But me no Stevie Wonder, me no see nothing for chat. Me no throw stone behind me, I don't know me that. Cause when me go a foreign barrel, I see come back and cheer. Yeah. Every day, every day. Every day, cause we are lead the way. Every day, every day, every day. Party and keep 7 days and the week. We step out ever need. We say team no sleep. Drinking Guinness and Hennessy. Every day. You're deaf. I'm a Jamaican, I am a Jamaican. Proud Jamaican, I am a Jamaican.
I'm now seeing the Jamaican. Boy, look like Charlie run back film handkerchief. Look like Charlie never have on him black, gold and green. I feel like that he run go back for, you know. Of course, Desmond Mendez, more popularly known as Charlie Black, is a Trelawney native who continues to make strides on the international scene. With his 2014 hit Party Animal, Charlie Black became the first Jamaican artist to go diamond for sales more than 600,000 in Central America. The single was also certified gold for sales of over 500,000 in the United States by the Recording Industry Association of America. That earned Charlie a deal with Universal Music's Latin America Dance Music Division. With his acceptance in the Latin market, Charlie Black is bridging dancehall, Latin trap, and reggaeton. Charlie, welcome to the Easy Skanking, and thank you for taking time out of your schedule to take us on your journey.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Good morning.
All right, you sound a little low there. You can hear me, Charlie?
Yeah, man, yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you. It is low, but I can hear you.
Low?
Yes, so I was teasing you earlier, Charlie. I was saying to the people, them boy, it look like Charlie forget him black, green, and gold handkerchief and run go back for tie it on your head, because normally that is your signature. But I was waiting a bit for Charlie. Was that what happened, Charlie?
To be honest with you, no. No, I don't like that.
All right.
I knew that I had the interview from last week still.
Mm-hmm.
We can't disappoint Cashier, man. I'm mad and the whole Irish family.
Really appreciate that. So, Charlie, we want to start off with your foundation. So, if you can describe for us, what was your childhood like growing up in Rio Bueno, Trelawney?
It was very rough, but me never see it as I never made it rough, you know, because in my community It rough, but nobody now about say them hungry because we have fruits, we have food and tree and these things. So like it's only money in hand a person would only complain about, you know what I mean? But apart from that, everything is there. We have the beaches, we have the rivers, we have everything for comfort. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So my thing was, as a younger artist, I just wanted people to hear my music because I wanted to get the break from before a certain age. You know what I mean? I never grew up with my mother and my father. My auntie raised me. Auntie Gloria, God rest her soul. You know what I mean? And separate and apart from that, I grew up in the streets. So we kind of know certain things and kind of structure ourselves a certain way. And there's, when you're in the street, you know, you gotta always have, them have a thing named, many roads are there and it's for you to choose. And me choose music. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, share with us a lesson that you learned from your Auntie Gloria that helped you to choose the path of music and not go any other way.
Well, to be honest, my auntie is like, she, when I decided that I'm going to do music, what happened, she decided that if me plan for go the road, then I have to just leave the yard. Because, yeah, because what really happened now is like, she had take care of me as her own. She have her own kids. You see me? She had take care of me as her own. But I see a way where music can help me and she never really see what I saw. You see me? So it ended up where me decide to, Mommy, do music, and she said, well, if you do music, you can't come back at the house. And this is the first time I'm really ever saying this on any form of interview or anything like that. And from that time, I never really look back still. I just go up on the street and just do what I have to do. But when I get the break though, I went back and me and her all reason, and she said, well, the greatest thing is the songs them that you're doing, I don't like them. Because them time they just sing like no fluff, and because of them song the boss me, you see me? But her favorite song was I'm Too Blessed to Be Stressed. Yeah, you see me? So she really loved that song and she was very proud of me before her passing.
Wow, that is a really awesome story, and I'm happy that she was able to see your success, you know, to see that you rise. But in the moment though, Charlie, as a youth, a youngster, making this decision and going out there on the road and toughing it out, did at any point in time you felt like giving up, or boy, it can't go on, or you want to go back home to your aunt?
To be honest, no, you know. Me never feel a way, you know, because at one point, me leave from my community. Me leave from Royal View and I go all Malden, Maroon Town and them place to go look work on sound system, you know. Me and a virgin of mine named Dentist Baller in my community. Everybody know him as Gary. You see me? Yeah, and we take on the street and go do some things, man. Well, me say me I go do what me I do and him follow. You see me? And in them time there, we'd have a trucking company where Mr. Chin, a Chinaman, would hold a lot of trailer where we bring all of cement and stuff. So we up one of them and go Mobi, and from there so we go up Marland side because there's a sound system named Fire Vibes there that we wanted to be a part of. You see me? Eventually, I got the job still. You see me? And it was just more about there's more to the world than than in the community, than just how we look at it. Say, boy, yo, we can, you know, do the 95 and something. I see something different because when I was growing up in my community, I live even from Royal Buna to Duncans to try to get work on a sound system called PG Movements as well. And I was at my virgin house named Leslie. Actually asleep on him couch over Duncans. You see me? And him never turned me down. But he's a youth who know me from Royal Buna days before me forward at Duncans. So they knew that I had talent and them just work with me. You see me I say? And even my brethren Sarge, God rest his soul, he just passed away because of COVID-19.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was one of my influencers and my motivation person too. Where him just say, just go and hold it, man. You see me I say? So them youth, they always look out for me from then. You see me?
So Charlie, what planted this dream in your heart to chase music the way that you chase music, with that level of determination and no giving up, and wherever it is, you're just going to go and find it through sound systems? How did that, what sparked that dream?
My father is a man who loves music. I think it came from him. I don't know a lot about him, but the elders when me grew up amongst in Royal Biona told me a lot about him as well. But me grew up come see him love music, which he never teach me. I just pay attention and see that he have him little sound in his house and him stuff. So I think it came from him. But when me go to school and me I beat the dust, the desktop and everything, you know, and me and my brethren build rhythm by beating the desktops and stuff. It was from then me just decided to most of the direction of my brethren I go. Me no want to go, you know. And music more and deal with. You see me? And in my community there's nobody representing. And I just see it as just a club that play music that we go to on a weekend. I see it as an opportunity where other people come from outer town and come to the community. So somebody must see my talent. You see me? I say, so I have to big up I say and Mighty Mike them too, because they were the foundation ones who give me an opportunity to help myself while they weren't ready to come to the club yet. So me really started from early. So when them forward, me turn it over to them. But it reached a point where the people just can't, in the community, the people just want to hear me. So me just grew up as a young star. And that's my career start. My career start from my community, you know, musically, you know. You see me I say? So, yeah.
So it was through creating or showcasing your talent in the community that you developed this love for the parish and wanted to showcase Trelawney. Did something specific happen where you said to yourself, I can be the great star that comes from Trelawney? You said that to yourself at that point. What was the thinking?
Nobody wasn't representing Trelawney at the time. And I want to make my auntie proud. It was from before she passed. I just tell myself, so one day I'm going to make she proud of me more than even just music. You know what I mean? So that was my plan. That's why I even went ahead before me even become so popular and sound system, end up really tattoo even Trelawney. This was from a tender age when me tattoo the parish and the semester. So it's like, it was my movement, which I never asked no one to be a part of. Me just know in my headspace where, listen, at this me I go do, and at this me I deal with. You see me I say? Because we don't know no star from my community. And me don't know no star like that from Trelawney. So I wanted to make a difference. Because most of my brethren, them, una did Ghana prison or whatever the case may be, and I choose music. You see me I say?
And this was before Bolt and Anthony B. And
yeah, man, long time. No, Anthony B. leave the. Honestly, I never know where Anthony B. came from. I know of Anthony B. the artist, but I never know where he came from because I think he was living in Portmore at the time. It's when I was after I heard that he's from Jacksontown, and I said, well, yeah, well, that's great. You know what I mean? But the determination and my plan. When me I start out from sound system before becoming an artist is like me I put my parish and my community on the map. That was all in my headspace, isn't it?
And what I got from you is that you worked with other sound systems before you score that big job with Base Odyssey.
Yeah, man, Wally sound system. The first sound system was the sound system in my community called Love Vibration. That's a sound system that hook up hook up in the club where everybody come listen to. And the second sound system was a sound system called PG Movements. And from PG Movements, you go to a sound system called Supreme Force. Supreme Force come from Senton. And from Supreme Force, you go to a sound system called Fire Vibes, and down in Marland side in St. James. Scene. And from Fire Vibes, you go to a sound system called Lone Star. And from Lone Star, I just said there. We just moved to Base Odyssey.
How did you become a part of Keith Walford's world-renowned Base Odyssey? How did that happen?
I was playing a sound system called Warlord International. Warlord was the last sound system I played before I got to Base Odyssey. Big up Father Mark and the entire team. See? There was someone telling lies on me that I was like taking shows behind the bars back, and so I hear them think that somebody was just jealous. I don't know who it was, and I never really cared. But at that time I had my first child. It was the month of May. I'll never forget that weekend. It was Labor Day. It was Labor Day time coming up, and DJ Sunshine actually had her show as well, the Fuel show that she keep in St. Anne's Bay. And then there was a next show in Trelawney, where I was like literally marketing the sound to get the sound system and the events that I try to get the people to know the sound system and the platforms that when I try to bring the sound system. And it's like somebody just create some form of line and tell the boss, boy, so me I take money behind him back and bag of stuff like that. And him just tell me if you bring down him tune and bring down him car and bring down everything, and I couldn't take it because I have a whole heap of things lined up. So eventually the following week I was planning on getting paid, you know what I mean? And when he told me that the Wednesday, he told me that the Wednesday for bring down him tune, and the same day I call, we get a link to Mr. Keith. I'm call him and tell him, so boss, I look and work, So eventually Mr. Keith linked someone from Warlord Sound and say, yo, Charlie, just call me and say I want to work. Everything good, And I think that's how everybody find out. And them say, yes, everything good with him, can go ahead and whatever. Mr. Keith gave me the job the Thursday. Because remember, I never go up on Base Odyssey like me. He's a warm-up selector, and he's a boxman, Because them know my talent already. So, I start working that same week. I basically me get fired then the Wednesday and got hired the Thursday. And a bigger platform.
Now, when people truly think of Base Odyssey, of course, late selector Squingy comes to mind. How would you describe the relationship with Squingy during your time on Base Odyssey?
Squingy is the one that really made me want to play music. I never know nothing about sound system. And he's the one who really made me want to become a champion at sound system, because I was an artist, I was an artist in my community from the time of Bagger Brown. And Bagger Brown used to come into the community and do artist thing and stuff for RFM and stuff like that. So it's like, that was my line of work. I never know nothing about sound system, but Squingy came and played a sound system from Senton before he was playing Base Odyssey. And him forward, him string up his sound, I see my lift box, I see my, in the night, I mash up the dance same way. I say, yo, that youth are talented. So really, it started from Squingy. Squingy is the one that motivated me to be a selector, because I never know nothing about playing a sound system. And from when Squingy leave the community, I start linger more over to the club, which is in my community, owned by Ralston Davis. And I'm start watch Icy and Mighty Mike, like how them do them thing, and from there we move on. And that's how I capitalize on the whole thing. And it was like a dream come true to work on Base Odyssey, because he was happy, Squingy was happy at the time when we forward on the sound system, because, him know where me forward from, to him know Lone Star and him know Warlord sound system. You know, I mean, he knows I'm not bad like him or anything, but he saw that I had talent, you see me? Yeah, so when me forward on the sound, me pass a certain level already of where him could have said, boy, and go teach me, because I knew a few stuff. But I was the man that bring the party thing to Base Odyssey, which him never like, and that was one thing what me and him did have a problem with, because he end up, I think him keep on meeting about that kind of say, boy, I come turn him son in a bad man son in a girl pitney son, because I was the only one who played more than 30 minutes worth of girl song and Base Odyssey. Them time there, you'd only play 5 hot songs for the girl in a party. But me decide say, when you go to party, promoter have to make back the money. So Mark now is the one. Me used to stay by Mark house. Mark a film right hand, because you know you have Mark and Squinty. So Mark did have a house. Mark did give me a room, and me and Mark I got dance. So when we tell Mark about couple tune, even Rinding, Viper, who part little here there, and me bust Viper song about Amnesia against Stone Love. You see me? So that's how it is from that's how our things started off with Base Odyssey. And then Squinty see that I can do my thing. So him just allow me to do what I do.
No, the dub plate culture runs deeper than the average music lover would know. Can you speak a little bit to the uniqueness of this culture that goes beyond just recording a dub plate to kill a sound?
Yeah, man, the dub plate, especially, it runs deeper, especially when you write the song and bring it to the artist, you rewrite it. Because I remember one time when I was on Warlord Sound System and Elephant have a song named Show Me No Happy Music Things and that song there, I'm a rewrite and bring a game. And the man said, more of the whole lyrics. I said, no, I want alone to have this. I don't want nobody else have that dub that we hear. But eventually, I think him did get the song and do it for others. So get the dub plate and do it for other sound system the same way still. You see me? But it is very important, because when you have a song where a person can give you, when a person can literally have, when you as a only sound man can have it this way without a next sound system,
an exclusive
having
dub.
It's just like that song that I wrote for Buju Banton for Base Odyssey.
Which
It
song?
is a song called This is the Great Base Odyssey out of Alexandria. In a these are Senton with you them part the ganja. Big up round Majas and round the Endeavor. Bet any more and Saint Baker. Chanton in Venice and Dre to Abuka. You see me?
Yeah, that Buju voice.
Yeah, that song is written by CHARLY Black. And I never really know that Buju was gonna take it, that song, but that day, Father Keith did forward with it to the studio. Me and Mark, we went to his studio. You know what I mean? At first, he was hesitant, and then a Father Keith talked to him and said, yeah, man, I didn't know you'd put his son, man, and can write. And Buju, I think it was one mistake he made in the song, but Buju is very talented, because me never really write out everything properly, but in those hold it film way and DJ it film way, and the rest was history. So it's very important.
How did that make you feel though? Because, you know, even though you've had experience being on other sound systems, Base Odyssey would have been the biggest sound system that you were a part of. You know, you're still fresh and green to the thing, and here it is. You know, you found a way how to connect with the industry. How significant was all of this for you during that time?
Very significant, because at the end of the day, my time span on Base Odyssey was very short. Because remember now, when me start do all these things, end up a right song, get great Buju Banton, and so the boss now, the owner for the song, Mr. Walford, saw me as an asset and said, boy, John, that youth not only can play music, he can do something very good. Cause when we get that dub plate there, it was a joy going back straight to Alexandria. Like we have listened to the song and Mark say, why I can't wait to play that tune there, and we have vibe and we say, yo, we can't believe the Buju execute the song as to our right, you know. So it was, trust me, it was very, 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 it was such an, I can remember everything like it was yesterday, no joke. Wow. You know what I mean?
You know what I want to ask you though, Charlie? Because sound clashes sometimes can get personal, you know, because selectors, it would appear like the selectors them will say or do anything just to win or get the approval of the audience in the midst of a sound clash. Now, during your time as a selector, how would you describe your approach to clashes, and did you take the outcome of a clash personal?
Boy, that time when Ricky Trooper win the clash down at Montego Bay, I take it personally, you know, cartel counter a tune never him give you know, because of Trooper, you know, because him and Trooper are more friend. Yes, me take that personal. When I drive go to Alexandria, the man I say, oh, man, Bex in the dark, man should lose the clash. This is my first major clash me going out with Base Odyssey. And it was Worm as the main man was representing, because Squingy was sick at the time. He couldn't make it. Because I remember Base Odyssey they doing before now. So like we return as defending champion. You see me, so the whole way they did that with the Bex. Other tune why Chupa did win. Because Chupa, I think he played about the cartel about 3 different times. And of course, many different selectors take it personally where, you know, I'm going to tell you a man about them mother them something. Them things not hurt me, but you see that cartel up there. Now, man, I want to damage me, man. We never know what teacher that do that, man.
So I feel like a last lick.
Yo, may I tell you, say, we are counteract tune, but Chupa do, the Vibes Cartel give you. Then Chupa get the same dub and come counteract the counteraction where we kill. Yeah. It was amazing. It was a great night still. I'm big up Chupa still, because that was one of the major clashes he won in them time, because he was on a losing streak. And even I want to tell you, say, about 3 months ago, and me and him talk about me and Ricky Chupa talk about that clash there, you know. I must say the Jamaica, after he killed me in Montego Bay, my first time went to foreign to play Base Odyssey was a clash with him and with Chupa, Panther, and some other sound system in Canada. I think Irish and Chinian keep that one, and I beat him to frazzle. What I can't tell him, what I something when I damage him, but he no. That clash, I can't lose that clash, and the mobile one important. Not important more than the day before the sun. So we just laugh about it, because them time I never use friend selectors. My Panther them never friend. My Mataran them never friend. They knew of me. You know what I mean? I see them as my nemesis. I don't see them as my friend. So when me dark like midnight from long time from Royal Buna days, from me I play Warlord, much less me gone on a sound system when me love long time, where a bigger platform where me know say me have to go prove myself to show that I'm worthy of the fans them to love me from Base Odyssey. So me did extra dark, it like one more shade of darkness gone from my darkness, so me have a long time. So me and them never used to friend. I just since the other day, when you know me get a break as an artist, which they never, most of them never know say me could have DJ still. I just since the other day me and them turn friend. You see me? Wow. Yeah, man.
We're going to get into the DJ part of that. We're going to get into the transition, but we're going to go for a quick break. Don't go anywhere, Charlie. Stick and stay. More when we return.
Now you can have a Heineken 0.0 before driving. The time by Heineken 0.0, great taste, zero alcohol, must be 18 years old to drink is...
It is now 12:59.
You contribute directly to Jamaica's national development when you pay your customs duties. Let's all do our part in keeping the wheels of our economy turning. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is...
It is 30 degrees Celsius in Ocherius.
When me use Island Fresh with aloe vera, it make me skin feel so much smoother. So if you want to feel better and smell fresher, use Island Fresh with aloe vera.
Manufactured by Island Products, 934-0666.
The time is...
It is now 1 o'clock. Listen up, your top draw dollars. Pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick, and cash pot. Lunchtime draws up next.
16, 2021. I'm Kimon and welcome to this afternoon Supreme Ventures live game draw. Before we begin, here's a quick look at our mid-morning winning numbers. All live draws are supervised by the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Commission and observed by the independent auditing firm PwC. Now let's put some money in your top draw. This afternoon's jackpot is $200,000. Congrats to our mid-morning winners. Here are the winning top draw numbers. The first top draw number is 16. The second number is 4. The third top draw number is 8. The fourth number for $200,000 is 13. And the final top draw number is 3. Now let's pick your play with our dollars game. I hope you're feeling lucky. This afternoon's winning dollars numbers are 29, 20, 32, 30, 27. Up next is 35. Number 8, 19, 14, 25, 21. Our final dollars number is 6. Once again, our winning dollars numbers are 29, 20, 32, 30, 27, 35, 8, 19, 14, 25, 21, and 6. And now for some easy winnings with our Pick 2 game. Here goes. Our winning Pick 2 numbers are 4 and 6. Once again, the winning Pick 2 numbers 4 and 6. Up next, you can play it 3 ways. It's our Pick 3 game. The first Pick 3 number is 7. The second number is 5, and the third number is 5. Again, the winning Pick 3 number is 7, 5, and 5. It's time to turn up your winnings, so get ready for Pick 4. The first number is 7. The second Pick 4 number is 3. The third number is 7, and our final Pick 4 number is 1. Again, the winning Pick 4 number is 7, 3, 7, and 1. It's easy for win, so let's heat things up with Hot Pick. The winning Hot Pick number, here it comes, is 5. Congratulations to all Hot Pick winners. Again, the winning number is 5. Get on track. Cashpot Money Train are on, and every week is a mystery prize. This week you can win $300 for every $10 winning Cashpot bet. So board the train and collect the winnings. Let's get ready to play our Cashpot game for Thursday, September 16, 2021. You live to play, but can you win it? Get ready to be a big Cashpot winner. And this afternoon's winning Cashpot number is 21. Congratulations to all our winners. Again, the winning Cashpot number is 21. It's now time for some mega winnings, so good luck. And here it comes. What will it be? The mega ball was selected. Go mega 6 times per day for more chances to win big. And again, the winning Cashpot number is 21. Lucky Mark, Bad Girl, and the mega ball was selected for both Hot Pick and Cashpot. Things that escalate. A huge congrats to our latest millionaire. The lucky winner purchased their lotto tickets on the SV Game platform and won the jackpot of $259 million. Are you our newest millionaire? Check out and join us again at 3 p.m. for more games you love to play. I'm Kimon. Have a supreme afternoon.
Hope you were a big winner. Play your favorite Supreme Ventures games every day and tune in for our live draw 6 times a day at 8:30 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8:25 p.m. on this station. Supreme Ventures, making winners every day.
That was the lunchtime top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick and cash pot draws. Congratulations to all of today's winners. Join us again at 3 p.m. for another chance to win in hot pick and cash pot special pot draws. If you're just joining us, it's all about Road to Success, the journey. And today on the Road to Success, we are journeying with diamond selling recording artist CHARLY Black. Now, CHARLY, before we went into the break, we were talking about your time at Base Odyssey and, you know, just your experiences as a selector and that kind of thing. So, which now brings us to the transition. You made your recording debut as Tony Mental. How would you describe the transition from selector to artist? And did you get the support from your peers?
Yeah, you know, I mean, not everybody did, but me, I'm a very determined youth. So, I don't really watch what most people have to say, or I'm going to seek validation, you know, because at the end of the day, as I said, I grew up without a mother and a father. My auntie was like my general, just like how Bounty Killer is my general. That's what my auntie is like to me. You see me? Up till today. And all my fans them who know CHARLY Black know that because it's something that I've always speak. You see me? And again, it's not, I never see it as a transition because remember I was a DJ before me know nothing about being a selector. You see me? So it was more of me transitioning, learning how to become a selector than an artist. Because I already have that path long time from before we reach certain age. We just never get the opportunity to record, or there wasn't no facility in Trelawney. So everything back in them time that you'd have to go Kingston. You see me? It's not like now where everybody have a computer where you can go in your bathroom or go in your living room and sing a song and send it out. There was no email, there was no internet, no nothing like that. So, you know, I never really see it as a transition to an artist. I see myself as a transition to a selector, adjusting because I told myself I wanted to do something that have something to do with reggae music, and that's what I did. You know, so it's either I became a good radio personality or whatever, but DJ was my first priority on the list. You see me? Yeah.
You speak so highly of Bounty Killer and you speak of him with such passion. Was there something in particular, a specific role that Bounty Killer played in your career on your journey?
Killer at the first man. All right, in my community, it was like PNP and Labor Right. And no matter which color you say, you have more Beenie Man fans than Bounty Killer fans. So you have a youth name, you have a virgin name, but me was a part of name, Dentist Bowler. He was the one, Gary Graham. Him, when we go look at the work on Fire Vibes at Marlon side, he was there with me as well. Him have definitely Beenie Man fans, but me and him part. You have a handful of Bounty Killer fans. I am one, you have a brother named Jungle and about 3 more other youth. Them probably they are foreign right now. So it was like one good 6 or maybe 5 of us in the community representing Killer. You see me? But if they do love Bounty Killer, them not say it out loud. Like how we would have got hard, but the whole community have Beenie Man fans. You see me? So we were the die-hearted Bounty Killer fans in the community. And we said, Killer Fury General. You know, and then it happened as Killer knew me from sound system days. And when I got my first hit, I remember when I was at Dirty Friday, and Kappa shot them, went down there, and Gary chucks them, and them did play in the morning. And Killer saw me for the first time outside of sound system, outside of studio, outside of, because we never linked nowhere else. And Boom Dynamite was there that morning. And he was speaking to a lot of people. I just patiently wait for my time to just hear him and tell him, say, bless General. You know, because as I say, know me from sound system days. But since the song bus, he never knows me sing the song. And me just try to make him know, say, Daddy, you know, some ever song. But before me tell General, say, I hear it me sing a song, Killer know already. And I said, you, that song the way you write, no, that sing song like them there. That bad. And start give me beer issue and tell me so I can write and hug me up. Yesterday morning when I drive go back to country, it was a totally complete different love again for Killer because at the end of the day, remember him could have run me where I say anything, you know. You see me? And Killer embraced me and say, yo, keep on writing because my sister you can write. And can you ask me if I really write this song? I say, yeah. And he said, yeah, bro, you're a good writer, man. And song like them, I would record those songs. You see me? He's speaking of film. And from there, so, it pushed me to a different dimension in my brain of wanting more now. Because guess what? People start compare Charlie Black and Tony Mataran. Because I remember Mataran have a song named Dirty Wine and him go and good and back and him sang there. So I had to excuse myself out of the classroom and show them so. No, you know, say another sort of thing there. So Richie's Year came about, a new friend came about, and those songs to show my class and my versatility to make them know. So no man, no matter and not really in the same category, you know. Not because I'm a boss with one girl song, I think people fear compare me. I mean, I never say that to people or on any platform. I just say, this is what I'm gonna do. So I link Kapashan from Kapashat sound system and tell him, give him the idea, make him hear the song and everything, and him build a rhythm feet. And Sean Paul was the one who let the song release before ahead of time, and DJ Wayne was the first man who played that song on radio and make that song became so successful because the song was before its time then, because it was like October of 2008. I think it was October of 2008, really and truly. And then, because the song was slated to release in 2009. You see me? And DJ will take the song and make everybody, the man pull up the songs until I cry. Because again now, why Killer is my general, I Killer buy my first car, my first station wagon with them thief. You see me? A Killer, my ask a show and Killer forward in my community in a riot view now. Enough people never thinks about Killer like a forward to either. And Killer place was ram-packed and everything. My first car I buy was because of Bounty Killer. You see me? I remember me loyal to Killer a long time before even all these things are so all these major achievements that we are accomplished over the years, it's just A+, you know what I mean, and just blessing. That's it.
Wow, that is just really awesome. And the interesting thing is that your story about Killer being the first person that allowed you to buy a car or step up in life, for want of a better term, is not unique. It's something that we hear all the time. But when we get to Killer Road to Success, we will get into it more. But big up yourself, Killer. Definitely. But, you know, Charlie, and you continue to grow from there because, you know, Wine and Koch with J. Capri, you know, that was a hit, and right in the midst of things, you know, about to take off in a railway. Sadly, you know, following a motor vehicle accident, she died. How did this affect you?
It affect me a lot, you know, because you know, says a dance a stone over Metro Media was playing on Prairie. And my road manager, my DJ at the time, Crabber Genius, called me and said, yo, Capri, meet in an accident, you know, dog. And I said, what you say? Yeah, man, and I said, yeah, man, the car was just buy, because this was like 2 days before she linked me and I said, yo, this me wall, you know. She went to the garage and I showed me her Benz what she have. And I said, yo, this my wall, you know. I mean, I said, congrats, more big up yourself. And she said, yo, some people are driving night, and you should have been the first one to drive night. Because remember, what happened was with J. Capri, I told her that the song was going to hit. She didn't believe. I told her that she was going to tour on the song. She didn't believe. Everything when me tell her came to pass. The first time we do a show together was in Paris. We met literally in Paris, and she cried, hugged me up and cried and said, "Why, you know?" So it was nerve-wracking for no say boy, such a short space of time, all of that did go on. And Jano, I turn up in a dance and it call like me not hear no music. I say, crash in a critical condition and Crabber say, yo, you might go down by the hospital, go find out where I go on. Cause it was a Sunday thing, or a weekend, but some weekend. But I know that it was a stone over Metro Media dance in Prairie Center and stand up when Crabber called and tell me the news. So I was there. I said, just say I know start. Me just stand up in a whole dance and everybody asks me, so I want to me. And when we go into the car, I explain to them. So from where we leave the party, I think we did leave before time still, because that did break the vibes and everything, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was a very sad story, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
And Party Animal now, Charlie, released in 2014, was certified diamond selling in Latin America and certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America. Now, did you think that this track produced by DJ Kurt Riley would have been your biggest song to date?
No, and I'm being honest. No, I mean, I honestly didn't. What I knew though, the instrument was different. And I told him, him as Kurt Riley, if Kurt Riley can speak the truth, him never believe in what me did I tell him. Him knows I'm talented, but him never believe in everything. It was like, when you try to sell somebody a dream to try impress them, it was more likely of that. But we were the one that were traveling because we just did a session in Big Yard Studio and we go buy food over Island Grill at Twin Gate Plaza in Kingston. That is where when you're hungry, all celebrities, everybody will go a party. I just see them buy food. That open late hours, you see me? So we end up seeing Crabber show me and say, how would that? Because we just have forward from Europe. So when we see him in a vehicle, he was playing some other tracks. Him have a rhythm where like, we're Movard and beat. We have everybody pan already. And I said, this is one my voice, man. And I said, play some other rhythm, man. When he got to that rhythm, I said, this me want. This is the rhythm I want. And he said, he can't give me, but he gave it to Conscience for his album, and he gave it to Tifa already. Everybody go put it on the album. And I said, it no matter. Me want the rhythm, man. See? This was from summer, August. Because I tell you know what happened. I been listening to that track since then to January before me record it. So basically, me have September, October, November, December, January, 5 months, me I listen to the rhythm and I write. Because I never wanted to be one of those songs where people knew from me already or an element that I've been into already. I wanted something different. Again, we are traveling. We are go Portugal, we are go Italy, we are go everywhere. And Kurt Riley don't understand what we are trying to tell him. So maybe him just see it as we just attack or whatever. I said, Kurt, you don't understand. This is the rhythm me need if I'm sing. And I said, him can't give me. Even up until the night when we're going to record that song, I said, Kurt, so give me a song for his single. And I said, I don't tell us, I give them already, man, at rest of artists, man. I don't think that's going to happen. You see me?
How you end up getting it?
Well, it was a situation where he said he's not giving me as a single because he already gave other artists the instrument already. So when when I was driving to the studio, when me record the song, not even him don't even understand what just happened. Like him end up call 3 different set of musicians. Him call Kirk from Vicemail, him call our next Rasta one, our next singer one. 3 different smart him call. And when the youth them come, them say, but nothing wrong with the song. Cause CHARLY is on key. Him do all of the harmony and everything. So, cause cause sing me a singing, remember I sing me a singing. Tell me love the way you whine for me. I've never done that in my life before. So I think he was amazed by what was happening, but then still not sure if that is a good song for the beat. Because them don't know CHARLY Black for that. Remember Sammy say, any girl can bubble in a trouble, or I keep up on me, oh my girl, you see me? So it wasn't an aggressive song. It was something different that I've never done, and I try my very best to put my all in it. So that's the reason I think why he called all the different musicians to find out if I'm on key or if you know, if everything was okay. And when the rest of the musicians them forward, them say, yeah man, I want to print a record.
In the moment, CHARLY, how did that make you feel? Did you find it offensive, or you just didn't feed into it?
You know, so to be honest with you, Big Yard is a studio where at the time I just get familiar with it. I mean, I used to a lot of people in the studio. It's not like now when I have experience on. So when I call different people to come into the studio to come listen what me do, I was a little bit, I wouldn't say upset, but I was like, yeah, what I'm really doing? Him really doubt me, dog?
Yeah.
After I spend so much money on a song, because before I reach the studio, I tell the man, say, yo, when me voice a song, I know it's only Vibes Cartel can go on this song for the rhythm. I'm in a response, who else to get the rhythm? But Cartel have to do one song with Jesus Christ, go on my song for this rhythm. And he laugh, he said, all right. Kurt Riley laugh and said, all right, come, let me see, let me hear what you have. This was me on the way to the studio. So when we recorded the song, I think that was what happened. He never just believe in me singing. And then Flippergram was a new app where everybody was using. So I wanted the song to go up before Elephant catch it. I know Elephant fast. And Elephant is a man where once something is new, him putting him song fast, and I'm a bigger artist in it. So I try my very best to say, yo, brother, we need to release a song, and Kurt now release a song. We pressure him till about June. Him finally, I think he played the song on Fame FM where he used to work. And then July he released the song of 2014. God, that was the time when he actually released the song.
What is the conversation like now with Kurt, CHARLY, seeing what Party Animal has done and the moves that it has made internationally?
Well, to be honest with you, I know he's a straightforward man. You know, so a long time I don't really talk to Kurt because he made some wrong decisions in terms of the deal with the song. Because we were traveling, and it's like the people what link we want to sign the song first saw something in their country. So we say we are traveling and we just have little Wi-Fi every now and then on the train. So every now and then the Wi-Fi chip out, so it don't make no sense. We try to contact people. So we say, this is the man who record the song, the producer, this is a film number, link it directly. Because, you know, and it was when I was going to Colombia in 2015, I really hear everything. Because I'm not going to go on like I know the business side of everything. But he did everything behind my back. Him and his publisher, and then him a blaming publisher. I was very upset about that because Kurt know my struggles in terms of him was one of the first person really ever tell me to buy a piano in New Kingston when I have a song called Body Body for the ladies there. Enough love. When he was the first man who say, yo, you need to learn key, buy a piano. When I bring that song Enough Love to him in front of Asylum Gate. In a broad year like, cause them time them I try to bring the song to everybody who I knew who could give the song a strength, and he's a soca man. So me know. So he was the first man to really, you know, give me that idea. Mr. John will save up our food to buy a piano. So when him do all of them something, I was disgruntled. I was upset. I was furious. So I call him and I say, boy, I never him and publish. And from that, me and him never really have a good conversation. I just see him different. You see what I say, to be honest. I just keep it real with the cashier.
Yeah, and this is how we do it on the road to success. I mean, it's your story, it's a party, a journey. And, you know, just so people know, this is as real as it gets, and we want it to be candid.
Yeah, man, from them time, I mean, no whole conversation. I didn't record for him, because I just see him as a person where, like, if we have a next song, I see him think I'm going to do again. He reached out to me. already, more than once to record. And I just said no, you know, because I never like when we do the first deal. And I think maybe in the future I might change the aspect of things, but for now, me just can't get over it, because I wouldn't do a person that, especially if you know, say me I come from so far and I know me struggles from sound system days. Where man I lift box, I sleep and ground, I sleep and I drive and chuck in a dirty clothes and for weeks and days, and they know which part the next meal I fought for man and a mother and a father. And we gave the people your number for you, deal with them, and you went behind our back, signed paper with you and your publisher and not even link. We and say, do you think this is the right move to make? Him just go ahead and do what I have to do without, because we, even when I took my money and shoot the video, this is what I was upset with him for. When I shoot my video, him still not believe in the song.
Wow.
Because he was waiting on Movada file. Everybody else who I know as selector never played my song on the radio. Even I can remember a few selectors at Base Odyssey. When a party in Ochiros was keeping him Drink and Rave by Streets Entertainment, I remember everything about that song, the entire history. I gave the man the song and said, yo, this is a new song which have other songs on the CD. And they went and still played the Movada by itself and didn't play my song.
Wow.
So Kurt still never believed in my song, because he still got a party and still never played the song. He went to other parties where it could have played, were suitable for the listeners, like soca-ish kind of uptown vibes. Even in Chile, the man did that, say, yo, the man play the song, you know? Because we were keeping track on what he was doing to see if him, you know, and we got foreign, got Euro, we pay him money, we shoot the video, we send him pictures, we send him videos and say, yo, brother, we're serious, you know? And a joke thing I do, you know. You see me? So when we forward and I got my first time with a show in Colombia with Richie Spice, seeing me hear everything. At airport, me hear everything, you know, because as me say, me not gonna go on like me know the business. The behind the scenes of writing up and the paperwork and everything. I hear me Egyptian hug me up and I say, Dad, yo, you have one of the biggest songs over the world. I don't know why you do me proud of you, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, Egyptian was the first big artist who tell me that. Say, yo, you have one big song, you know, yo. I'm happy for you, you know. You see me? So when that day, them end up calling me and Crabber end up calling me and say, what kind of thing that you do, dog? So I saw comes now. What really happened, I think I was getting less of my writing percentage. That was what I was really upset about with Kurt, you know. But I never really blame him or bash him. Or nothing like that. And then Julia, we get a contact with Julia, and Julia and let me know, so about 30% or 33%, I get way, me sure I get 50% from my writings. And I said, I got this one really I do me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So me just upset with everybody that was a part of it with Boomerang. So him just come another fire there, where as my brethren, where as a DJ, me rate him and love him work, you know what I mean? Me just could speak to him, could talk to him, because I'm furious, me vex. Because I never expect him to do. Me think say, he will never communicate with us with whatever decision he make. He said, yo, this we are going to do. Because remember, say, film father, a bigger producer to we, you know. A film father produce Stamina, Daddy, and songs, and bigger songs than that, you know. You know what I mean? I never really appreciate that. And we never have a good relationship in our music since that, to be honest with you. Wow. You see me?
No, Charlie, your debut album, EP, your debut EP rather, So Many Reasons, that was released in March. I know that you're feeling really optimistic again about this project. Grammys are in the wings. What can you tell us, or how would you describe this project for us, and how you feel about the prospects? You feel like it's Grammy worthy?
Yeah, man, I think it's Grammy worthy, and I think it's also as I always say in all my interviews, is a EP where everybody can listen to with the family without skipping a song. Because that is a side of Charlie Black that I've always wanted people to hear, to show my versatility, to make people know, so listen, don't put me in a box, don't think that I can't do this, or I can't say this, or I can't use my vocal this way. This is me executing my vocals and most of the songs then again. And Sean Paul blessed me with a song Raven and the EP as well. You know what I mean? So it was a lot, you know. So that EP was for the people who really over the world, who, because many of the people over the world who really knew Charlie Black, they knew me for Party Animal. Because it surpasses Wine and Catch and all the rest of the songs. So the label decided that they never wanted nothing where that is too harsh or too dancehall, you know. So we said, all right, we'll record the Scott Starch, we'll record it for many other producers. Some, I don't remember everybody, but we put in a great body of work. And the songs then were them choose, where them say 6 of them. Julian Griffiths, who is my manager also, help us to choose the songs. And it's that kind of a vibe where you can really enjoy it. You can do on your daughter, your son, and just listen to the entire EP without skipping. So that's why it's called So Many Reasons. It's different from the album that's coming out now. You see me?
Nice.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, family, Charlie, we know that it is no easy task being a parent. We often see through your social media platform where you share pics of your children. What do you enjoy most about being a dad, especially since, you know, you did not have that privilege of growing up with your parents?
One of the greatest things, man, is when I come from foreign or my kids them know, sir, you know, in the island, and it's daddy, just run and hug up and especially the little one, Jordan, she just bring tears to my eyes enough time, you know what I mean? And Jaden, you know, I mean, the rest of them at the time never lived with me, you know what I mean? Because I was with my baby mother in St. Mary, you see me? So I was with her who gave me those 2 youth, you see me? So it was a very great feeling to know, so we can say, all right, we go have some ice cream down there, so we go walk, and it's not a nice feeling to know, say, you grew up with you grew up without a mother and a father, and see a next mother and a father holding their child hands in hands, and you don't know what that feel like. I've never experienced that. Wow. So I try not to let my kids them experience that. All of my youth them grow around me. If them not fully go right into my hand because of my music, everybody grow to the point where they knew so them grow right in my hand. From Kevin to Brian to Alisa to Kobe, everybody. You see me I say? To Jada to Jordan. Yeah. Wow. So it's a very great feeling. I try to be a better father to them than my father was to me. So parenting means a lot. Even in this COVID, even in this lockdown time, it was one of the most stressful time because guess what, I can't go around them, and I was trying to still do videos and trying to keep up with the world, with what's going on, because if me never keep up in the last year, 2020, would have drowned in this time, 2021. Because the song that I did, that we shoot the video for Sit Down that went viral worldwide for TJ Records. I just make a sacrifice and shoot it in Orchardus. You see me get some girls and get my virgin Simeon help me with the video, and you know what I mean, I would just work it and the girls them come make everything be magical. You see me? So it was a very stressful thing, and it is something that I've always wanted. Like, but we couldn't go around them because we don't know, we are fight somebody where we can't see face, we don't know where this man look like when name COVID-19 or if it's a woman or whatever. So me have to stay away. Yes, and plus the mothers were like, yo, you're too wild outside of the box, and then you are there on the street, we don't know who have it, and we don't know what's going on. So it was very stressful, you know what I mean? It's not like nowhere. It's things are getting a little bit better. You see me?
You know, the other day we did an interview with Dane Ray, of course, you know, Billboard accomplished producer and entertainer who was also recognized by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. And he credits you for giving him his break in music. What did you see in him, and how important is it to give others around you an opportunity to embark on their own road to success?
You see what Bounty Killer saw in the man, what the artist name again? You sing this song, say, coming from the country, Peter Bagakali.
Yeah.
What's the artist name again? Sugar Miner. Lincoln Sugar Miner. Him, you see what Bounty Killer saw in that man? That's all means killer. And that's all I see talent. Each time Mrs. Smiley will have talent, we try to help them. Because Killer always tell us that it's from Booger Miner time why he decided to help most youth. So, when me see DNA is a youth him can build rhythm less than 40 minutes. I'm always fascinated by the youth them we can make rhythm. You see me? If you can build a rhythm less with everything less than an hour, I credit you. And a seconds me did give him respect. So Triton, who passed away, who used to keep parties in Ocherius, he's the one who introduced me to DNA. And the next one named Philip, who now has a record label named Big Laugh, because I gave him that name Big Laugh. You see me? Them used to par and they are friends. So I had an apartment in Duncan's Hills once. I'm telling him, say, Father, monitor box and a laptop and thing, I'm showing two things. And when that's how that hit song came about. I keep up on my you see me? In my apartment that we didn't build and recorded as well. Those two songs recorded in my apartment in Chilana. And from there, I keep motivating them, trying to help them the best way possible, you know, as I go along the way. Just like how I always see any talent in anybody else and try to help them, because I don't try to show talent, because me never get that opportunity where people see me and say, they want to help me like that. Me just have to try to reach out to people. You see me? Just like how awesome. Michaelos is a man where he make me hear my first song on the radio by GT Taylor. So big up Michaelos. You see me? And big up Father GT Taylor and everybody who was a part of my journey back then when I started recording.
As you're on the button, Charlie, looking back at your journey, you know, where you are now, what you have accomplished and what you have gone through and your struggles and challenges, is there anything you would have done differently?
To be honest, if I had other choices, no. Because this is what I really wanted. Remember, as I said, to become a selector, I learned that. It's something I'm going to dance, I learn. You see me? We go watch Billy Slaughter play sound, Sky Juice them, and the greats them. No man teach me how, I watch. No man teach me how to play sound system, but I was already an artist. So this is something that I've known. I grew up on the likes of Terror Fabulous, Bounty Killer, great Butcher Banta, and the great Shabaranks, Super Cat, and all of the man. So music, becoming an artist is something that I've really wanted to. But we never have the studio and the facility and nobody to link me. So I end up having to become a selector. So it's like a journey. I went through that channel and God helped me where my voice can when I become an artist, help me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And finally, Charlie, what advice would you give to young and aspiring entertainers on the journey on the road to success? Learn
to have patience. Patience is very important. Don't watch because 5 years pass and you're in a bus. Don't watch because 4 years pass. Don't watch because 10 years pass and you're in a bus. That means if you give up. If this is what you love, continue doing what you're doing on the side, but still have patience if you really love it. If you really and truly love it, just know, say, that's the thing. have and practice it. That's something where you have to be very diligent. I'm just being honest because sometimes, all right, Sean Paul, I wait for Sean Paul for 9 years straight for a collaboration. 9 full years. And when me and Sean Paul talk about him, just laugh and I say, yo, Charlie, I go to you in a long time. We know you ask a collab still. You know, but him a tour the world, him a go Egypt and everywhere and sister, my song a play. So, you know, it's long overdue. So when time you link him forward again now, I make him know, say, yo, you know, so this I go on him and say, Charlie, you know, so by right, I'm busy, why it takes so long? Ready. You see me? So I think a person, a young artist than myself should learn to practice patience because this business comes with a lot of stuff where at your breaking, it will just make you give up. You see me? And make you want to give up. But where me come from, Royal Being Natural, and I can't give up. I have to do this in my community, I have to do this in my parish, I have to do this for my country. And that is why Black, Gold and Green became a part of my image because became a part of my platform as well. You see me, we don't only just talk about it or wait, you know what I mean? We live the lifestyle and try to keep it real and show some youth, say, watch out. You don't have to sing gun song, you know. Or you don't have to do this now, you know what I mean? This is another way how to make things work. You see me? So always believe in the Lord and learn to have patience, younger artists. That's my advice to them.
Charlie Black, thank you so much. This was really awesome.
Unstoppable. Yeah, man, big up yourself, man. Star word, yeah.
Now, when you say unstoppable, we know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, man. Yeah, a mad thing, man. Cause I want to say, it's a joy if you just laugh back over when they stole 2 cars of mine, you know, and I was still a laugh over them thing there. And I was still there putting the work, and people still give you credit over the work or put in. I will appreciate the same way Kashima. Give thanks to for this interview because you don't know what they are going to put in the work. And
yeah, man, we see you working really hard, Charlie, and thank you so much for sharing with us and, you know, keeping it 100 and keeping it real. The people them feel you. Empress Tanya Moreva said, look here, heart of love, you know, what an overwhelming interview, and I wish you, Mr. Black, all the best. Jah guidance and be with you in all. This person said, bless up to Charlie Black, you know, me and listen for hear about the night at Dirty Friend Stamina from Fletcher's Land. Good things, me and listen. You never give up, youth. This person says, look here, great interview, Charlie Black. Keep up the good work. Awesome. This one says, nice and interesting and affirmative interview. Rohan from Atlas Security said that. This person says, look here, man, patience hashtag is the greatest. Big up to Charlie Black, you know. Big up to Charlie Black. This one says, big up to Charlie Black from Ricardo in Porteous in Glengough. Randy Shop in Hibernia Cross locked in. This person says, another inspirational interview with Charlie. You're always able to bring out the best on the interview in the entertainment business. Large up yourself. Big up yourself too. Martha the Barber says, great interview, you know. Charlie's an artist who carry the flag all over the world. Charlie Black, big up yourself and thank you so much. This one from Charlie. Happy Zone, him saying, oh, we're pulling it up again from the top.
Blessing. Man, unstoppable. You know it's something about. Yeah, man. That's me. Yeah, that's